Hey, this is Donna. I'm gonna do a real quick reading for zodiac sign. I'm using the Rider deck. This should be good for about a week to a month. This recording is for Capricorn. I believe you see what you need to see when you need to see it. So this reading is considered timeless, but it's also gonna have a date for recording purposes, just so I don't lose my shit. This is a general reading and not a one-on-one session, so not everything may resonate with you. So just take what is applicable and, don't make it fit. Reading results are gathered from the tarot and my own reception of intuition. And as always, use your best judgment. No one can tell you what to do, so use your best judgment. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe and turn on notifications for future uploads. Like I said before, this is for Capricorn, and I'll do a real quick rundown. The way I read, this is the way I was taught. I don't know what this format is or anything, just how I was taught. I'm gonna run through it really quick. I've already dealt, as you can see, and meditated and all that ahead of time. I'm saving us a lot of time, trust me. The way we do it, the way I was taught was after you shuffle the deck, however long you feel the need, you divide the deck into 3 piles, and on the bottom of each pile we pull the card, and I call that the first 3. These are always read upright. I don't know why. It's just the way I was taught, so I don't, like I said, and I don't know what this layout is called. So you're encouraged to get your own deck and get your own book for reference. This is kind of a fun thing to do. It's neat how often it hits the mark. But I encourage y'all to learn on your own. On the first 3, these are supposed to encapsulate what the reading is. This is a shortened version. My longer versions have 18 cards in them. I think, right? Yeah, 18. But I'm just using one for now, just to get this quick. These 3, like I said, should encapsulate the reading if you don't have time to do a whole one. In the meanwhile, each card represents a section of your life, so I'll go over that when we get to it. So in the first 3, the first card that was pulled is the 9 of Pentacles. And like I said, these 3 are read upright. Some people do upright only. Some people do minor arcana only, major arcana only. I do them all, so that's the way I was taught, so that's the way I'm going to do it. But the other way might be quicker, I'm not sure. Like I said, I encourage you to learn. Do your own. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles here. This card represents you being single, you being happy. If you're married, it's a solitary kind of enjoyment. You're enjoying the good things in life. Also references a possible inheritance and wisdom, material well-being. Someone with a green thumb. If that's not you, then you can attribute that to somebody else. A great love of home, and there's a warning to just be prudent. So seems like you're doing okay right now. You seem to be happy whether you're single or not, but generally this is the single card. But you're doing okay. The Pentacles is money. You've got 9 of them. You've almost got 10. So 10 is like a closed cycle. completion. So you're almost there. This is supposed to be the pre-empress too. So you're about to glow up. You're about to get to where you're wanting to go. The next card is the Page of Swords. On the court cards or the face cards, they have physical attributes that are given to them in the book that I reference. I feel the character on the card is more applicable, but I'll give you the physical attributes anyway. For the Page of Swords, supposed to be brown hair, brown eyes. Like I said, I'm going with the card. This is one of the spy cards, so there's some spying going on. Now, whether that's you or someone else, generally it means somebody is spying on you, and that can mean any form of electronics, email, text, phone, computer. I always say that, don't leave your phone unattended. Make sure it's locked. Don't, be careful with your passwords. And your computers, at work, you should always lock your computer before you walk away. Same with home. I would lock, my laptop locks, so I live alone. And it's got a freaking password, so I don't know who the hell I'm, saving it from, but hey, if I get robbed again, they can have a laptop that, they won't be able to use, so, because they won't be able to do the code. But anyway, the second card, like I said, is the spy card, one of the spy cards. So, more than likely, and from what I'm getting, I'm feeling as though someone is spying on you. So, unless you're prone to spy, you may want to, have your nose in everybody's business. That's a form of spying as well. Like rumors and, watching people down the street, out your window and all. Those are forms of spying. You have every right to do that, but, I personally feel that this is someone spying on you. So just, heads up. It's not necessarily like a stalker card, but it could be. So just keep, just be aware. The other meanings for this card is they assign that to someone who is young, someone who's a diplomat, or they're diplomatic, they're in government, they have a great understanding of diplomacy or governmental situations. To me, it's a younger person that's smart, with a lot of potential. It may also mean it's an older person who's emotionally immature. The pages often represent emotional immaturity. So you may have a little bit of that. It may actually be someone younger. Could be a child, a niece, a nephew. Could be a girl, could be a boy. Gender is fluid in tarot. Could be neighbor, could be, if you work at schools, could be a student. It also represents the coming of a message, so you'll be getting a message. So that can be in any form. That can be in person. That can be, telegram, although people don't know what telegrams are anymore. Email, text, DM. It also represents grace and dexterity, so generally that's attributed to that person, but it may also represent, you having grace and dexterity, or it's recommending that you have grace and dexterity, so always act with class and grace, and, even though you're pissed as hell, you want to bite somebody's friggin' head off, you do it with class, patience is a freaking virtue. It's something I have not had lately, so I'm right there with you. The last card of the first three is the Five of Cups, and this sad dude, he's all upset because these three cups fell over, but he's completely not paying attention to the two that he has left. And generally, that's what this card means. And you really should be looking at things half full instead of half empty. But this card represents disappointment, sorrow, disillusion in love, broken marriage. It may also apply to work because work may be a type of marriage, a type of contract. So not necessarily marriage, but it may also be, like I said, your work. There's a possible loss of friendships and regret. So that may also be a warning, to act so that you don't regret. It represents that, the book definition says vain regret, but with something left over, which is what the card represents. It's vain regret, but you've got something left over. I always take that as a cue to look on the bright side and to look at the glass as half full. You're not going to get anywhere by being negative, so you might as well be positive and, be in a good mood at the same time. So, it's a little disappointing down here, but we'll go into the reading a little bit and try to get away. This is just temporary. This too shall pass. This center card is a card that represents you right now, how you're feeling, your influences, whatever may be on your mind right now. So this card is the Five of Wands, and it's upside down. The upside down meaning is actually pretty good. It represents generosity, new business opportunities, victory after obstacles. So it reflects this card. You're in a good place. You've got some opportunities. You're going to be going after them. Generosity, it's like goodwill to all men. So you're doing fairly well right now. This area back here, down here, this card represents the past. This card is the Page of Cups, and he or she is upside down. The physical attributes given are light brown hair, hazel eyes. This, of course, is young. Again, the pages are young. This is a person that had little desire to create. They were lazy. Sounds like a teenager, They also have good taste, or means you have good taste, seduction. So they may be a seductive kind of person. Obstacles, unpleasant news, and a deception was uncovered. So either this person was the deceiver, or this person is just a lazy person, very seductive, lazy person. But it also represents that, there was a deception that was recently uncovered for you, which may lead, I'm feeling, to the disillusion in love, broken marriage. So Looks like you went through a breakup, or somebody stepped out on somebody. And I'm feeling like it was not you. It feels like you were stepped out on, which may lead to why you're single now. You kicked them to the curb. Well, anyway, that card is in the past anyhow, so we're not all that concerned with it. It just gives us, direction. This area over here represents the work area or group activities area. If you're a homemaker, it would represent your homemaking. It may also represent family. Like I said, group activities, I feel like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, volleyball teams, what have you. Group activities, usually work. Most people work, so it's generally work. This is the One of Swords, or the Ace of Swords. It is upside down. This one represents conquest with disastrous results. So generally what that means is winning at all costs. Cut your nose off to spite your face, that kind of thing. I don't know if that's you or if that's somebody else. It may be somebody else because of this card, and I'll tell you about that one in a minute. The other meanings for this card is obstacles, great loss, infertility, and I don't know, like maybe conquest at work. It may also be something like, maybe not date somebody at work, maybe not, date a friend, or, work with a friend. Sometimes you can't really do that. But generally, try not to have any relationships at work anyway, because it can get messy. But that's what that is. So I'm feeling like someone, conquest with disastrous results. I kind of feel like maybe someone's going to get one over on you, because it says great loss. And then up here, these are two theoretical roads to the future. You can take one or the other, or both, or neither. Like I said, use your best judgment. It's all up to you. The Seven of Wands upside down represents ignorance, pretense. In my experience, it generally means a pretender, some kind of pretender, liar. The other meanings are the Quarrant, which is you, is threatened, which is why I was saying down here may be work related, because somebody wants to win at all costs. And if you're not that kind of person, then it's somebody else. And they're going to be trying to mess with you. Also mentions caution against indecision. So make up your mind and, go for it. If you're going to give someone the benefit of the doubt, give them the benefit of the doubt. And after that, if you're like, I'm done, then stick with that. If someone stabbed you in the back once, they damn sure can do it again. So I personally, I'm like, I don't even really believe in 3 strikes. I'm more of a 2 strikes. And the second strike, I'm shooting that person. So, no offense. It's just theoretical. I'm not saying I would actually go shoot somebody. But that's my point. I may give you one chance, but the second chance, you fuck that up, you're gone. I don't have time for that. But this person someone is jealous of you. Says the Quarrant is threatened, which is you. So someone is jealous of you. Generally, that is at work. Hopefully, it's not in your family, but I feel like it is at work. If you work with your family, then that could be right there. I would, watch your back. So, maybe not be so trusting. You can still be friendly, just maybe not spill all the beans at one time and not trust everybody with, delicate information. Over here we have the 12 from the major arcana, and it's the Hanged Man. This card also represents Pisces, or Pisces season, which would be mid-February, mid-March. But this card represents spiritual wisdom, prophetic power, material temptation is conquered, but there'll also be a pause, suspended decisions, which will be leading to transformation. Generally, the Hanged Man or person, whatever, they're upside down to gain a different perspective, to look at things in a different way. That leads to transformation, because when you start seeing things from someone else's point of view, you automatically become wiser. And, you either have a light bulb moment, or you just, quietly, becoming more intelligent. When you have a pause, or you suspend your decisions, if you don't have to make any decisions, then don't. Sit on it for a little while. Give yourself, well, okay, by the end of the week, I'm going to make up my mind. You don't, unless you're going to lose something, you have to make the decision right now. There's no need to rush into anything. This, I feel, is what this is telling you, because the Hanged Man is generally a needed pause. Either way, whatever, you're going to be not tempted by material things, and you're doing well anyway, but you're going to be coming out of this wiser. You'll come out of the pause wiser. So watch out for, someone stabbing you in the back. I don't feel that it is this person from the past. Although there was some secret that came out back here, so it could be, but I'm feeling like perhaps it's work, and all these wands, this person is fighting all these people holding wands, so that's what makes me feel like it might be work related, because there's more than one person. Maybe you've got more people, more than one person that's jealous of you at work. Maybe you're a teacher's pet or something, and they think you get all the perks, or, maybe you do get all the perks. Maybe you make more than everybody else. They're just freaking jealous. But either way, watch your back. It's not too terribly bad. There's going to be some disappointment. This card references that. But this too shall pass. None of this is permanent, and nor catastrophic. You'll be gathering your strength and getting back to your healthy self, and I mean physically, mentally, attitude, everything. So I hope that helped. Like I said, use your best judgment, and if you like this video, click the like button and subscribe and turn on notifications for future uploads. At this point, I don't know how often that will be. But thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.